Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again. This time we're gonna go and explore the event and check the teams that I used to get the scores that I have. And there's better options and better teams that I will be showing you and talking about. And in my previous video that I just uploaded maybe an hour ago or less, I showed you a Dawson team that you can use as well because it does something between 3.5 billion to 4 billion depending on your luck, depending on your crits, depending on your rotation and your investment. But before I start that, I want to say something. The anniversary is coming, the half-year anniversary, which is 1.5 years now that we have been playing Street Fighter Duel, and we are about to get the 50% divination if they give us again. If they're not gonna give it to us again, what I'm gonna say is also not harmful, but it's the same thing. So with the characters, they're gonna give us a Master or Inferno for 50% divination, which I want you to keep in mind that save your gems and pop them when you have the divination, so you can summon with 2.5. It's really good. If the character is good or not, it's worth it to get a character for free to play, for me as a free to play, to get it to triple S just to get the 5 extra levels. I lack levels. I can't upgrade any more levels because I need a character to upgrade. Again, these cards you can use them and they will have a chance, I think 2% chance or maybe less, to give you a Master or Inferno. So I have 20 tickets of them. Now, before the character gets released, you're gonna have less chances. This is how my math and calculation, I don't know if I'm wrong, but let's say there's 10 characters, 9 normal and 1 is Master, you have a 10% to get that character. Now, if they add another one, which is 11, you're gonna have more odds, the percentage grow more, that you can get a Master or Inferno character. So save that until the character comes out. Also save these stones, that these stones also can give you Master Inferno. I have 7 of them, so 27 in total. I hope I get a Master Inferno, whatever it is. Maybe I will be hitting the jackpot and get the new character. This is what I wanted to say just before you pop everything that you have in your box. Just keep in mind that you might have the new character that will be available in the game. So, for the EX move for Luke. So, as I said before in the previous video, I'm a collector. I want to get the EX move just for collection. I know it will not help me with whatsoever because I don't want to build this character. I'm good with him at 1 copy or 2 copies. By the event, we're gonna have 2 copies. But I was thinking that I will use the tickets here that they will give me, and I go to my EX summons, which are here, and do 2 multis. And if I was lucky and I got the Luke one, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna just go and summon for it. So let's do some summons here. If we get it, that would be good. If we don't, that's bad actually, so who cares. So this is 1, this is 2, so 20 I will be using. So these are 5, so it's meant 10. So another 5, I don't think I'm gonna have him, so I'm gonna go and summon him. Oh my god, don't do that to me. Just give me the EX move. Okay, so we're gonna go and summon for him. I'm not gonna do that in this video, it's boring. I'm just gonna go for the summons to get to 90. I have the tickets. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to spend them. I don't want to summon for Bison, but hey, this thing happened. So for the skill tree, first of all, let's go here because I know how to access it from here. My skill tree, what I went for and what I picked. So of course I kept unlocking, so I unlock this mount to obtain 2 temporary TP. It means 2 extra points here, so I can go and upgrade my tree. This is from event, thank god. I thought it was not free to play. Why do I have 13 all of a sudden? Do I have 13? Can I unlock this? No, okay, it's a bug. Okay, I have 0 now. So we have some points. What I did is, of course, you max this tree. I linked it to this tree and I pick pressure, picked HP bonus, picked the damage bonus because I need the damage, so it will give me the level 1 here, which is good. And here I mounted the TP, I unlocked it. So I spent 1 to get 2, so I spent 1 to get 1. In contrast, so we got this. I unlocked the link here and I got attack bonus. I rotated it, I think, to get the attack bonus because here if you rotate it for here you get HP bonus. I got attack bonus and I went for HP, then went for damage bonus because damage is what I need, and crit damage or crit rate. So I linked it again here to get the attack bonus for this tree, and this is how I went with it. You can go throughout the video and check it all again. These are what I did. Pause it whenever you want and go for the same things because I want to unlock just every skill here level 1 if I can. I will be unlocking this, I'll be unlocking these when I can, And this what gave me the bonus, the boost. When I used 2 trees or 1 tree, I didn't get the same damage numbers. When I did that, I got even better scores and better damage numbers. Now for the lineups that I'm using, I'm gonna show you a set of lineups and I'm gonna tell you about them. And in the previous video, I did the Dhalsim team. The Dhalsim team actually did better than my Viper team. My Viper team did 3.39 or 339 million. My Dhalsim did more than that, almost 300. I think I said 3.6 billion. It wasn't a billion, it was millions. Okay, so now I checked it. So it was 380 million or 400 million, which is a better score, so you can do that. If you want to check the team of Dhalsim, it's in the previous video. The teams that I'm using, first of all, I'm using Zangief on my Fire Aidon team. Why I'm using Zangief? So if you're gonna go and look at Summer Ibuki, and we did that on the previous event when she was released on that, so she does not accumulate combo meter and do anything. Even if she accumulates combo meter, she doesn't do anything. So whenever you perform a combo meter and then you do a C1, she will unleash a C1. When you unleash a C2, she unleashes a C2. The more you deal damage to her, the more she increases her damage by the end of the fight. So keep that in mind. You wanna use Zangief 6 out of 6. On global, on SEA, you don't have that. Sorry if you're watching this. But on global, that's what we're doing. And of course, I'm using the Kami and Vega EX to start more combo. I'm using the Akuma EX move because it will give me buff for the rest of the battle for my Fire Aidon. And I'm using the Raging Eye because it will give me crit rate and crit damage. And plus the stats are also great for attack and crit rate and crit damage. I start with Honda, C1 from Sweet Poison, C2 from Zangief, 6 out of 6 cards as you see here. And then I end it with the C3 of Fire Aidon, back to back. Of course, with Kami and Vega EX, I start with Fire Aidon the first rotation and that's it. And then I start always with Rich Honda. Rich Honda now became plus 36 out of 6 for me, so this is why I'm dealing good amount of damage. This is not the best record. The best record is something with 2 billion, and you can do that actually. I think Islam Santos did that with 2 billion with the same lineup. Yes, he did, 2.1 billion. So you can do the same exact thing. Oh, he's using even Rose. Am I using Rose? No, I'm not using Rose. I'm using Mayor Cody. I'll try it with Rose. Maybe it's better. So the second team that I'm using the Turtles. Of course, I start with Leonardo, C1 from Donatello, C2 from Action Guy, and C3 from Leonardo. And as you see, Action Guy is dealing good amount of damage, plus I'm dealing a lot of damage with only SS Leonardo at plus 30. I don't have cards on him. So the more, if you have him maxed out with 6 out of 6, you're gonna do insane amount of damage. If all of them are maxed, you're gonna almost double your score. So you're gonna go to the territory of 1 billion, 1 point something billion, which is absolutely fantastic. Look at the damage, 618 million, absolutely great. And yeah, you can go back to back with Leonardo, Donatello, Action Guy. You will not miss your C2 with Action Guy. This is the team that I've created previously in the bossing event, I think in the effigy event, and it was absolutely fantastic. I'm using the pizza. Now I want to tell you something about this EX. This EX, you want to start the battle when it unlocks, immediately drop it. You're gonna use it at the start, not for the damage immediately, but the stacks that it gives you on your turtles, which will help you a lot deal more damage. And by the end of the fight, when it's the last hit, it will be unlocked again for you to use it again and get the damage immunity plus the buffs, which will keep you alive. And you'll see it in the video when I show you the replay, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, Visconti Vega team. Now, I'm here, I was using Elena, but with Athlete Chun-Li, and as you see, she's, let's say, 1 copy or 2 copies or something like that. And her C1 is very good because she will buff your Visconti Vega, buff the damages of also Gormagalakan. If you have Eva Ryu maxed, use him instead of Gormagalakan. He's more offensive than defensive. Defensive will be Gormagalakan because he reduces the attack of Summer Ibuki, but Eva Ryu will give you more attack, so you can deal even more damage to the bosses, and he will deal more damage than Gormagalakan. He's more stable in damage department. So I start with Visconti Vega, C1 from Athlete Chun-Li, C2 from Suit Abel. If you have Goken, you can replace him with Goken. If you have normal Abel, his C2 will not give shields to the rest of the team, while Suit Abel, his C2 will give shields to the rest of the team. This is why I recommend highly to use Suit Abel for this lineup, and then you end it up with Visconti Vega C3. I'm using the drones because it will give me more combo meter. I start at 51 seconds or 50 seconds, so I can have combo until the end of the battle, which is really good. I'm using some healing EX because Visconti Vega drops below his half HP. He drops very low on HP, so you need to keep sustaining him. My last lineup, and this is what I was using, and I will change it. I will no longer use this lineup, but this lineup is also very good. I'm using the Dhalsim lineup lineup, and I will use it actually with Luke because it proved to be one of the best scores in this game or in this mode right now for this bossing. Luke is doing insane amount of debuffs. His debuff is 15 seconds consistent to the bosses, so you can deal a lot of damage. So I start with Viper, C1 from Psychodan because he gives the buffs defensively and offensively, and Summer Elena drops because I have her at SS, and she will drop everything with heals and buffing with the attack and the crits and everything. And then I use the C2 of Chun-Li for more combo meter because she crits, she gives me more combo meter, and she improved the crits of my team. And I use the C3 of Viper and deal more damage. And I'm using these EX moves. Of course, I'm using the Rich Honda EX move because it reduces damage reduction on the bosses as well, and the Virgil EX move, which I barely use it, only to save Summer Elena when she takes she's out of her immunity and she will take damage. And that's it all. So let's go and check the first lineup. I will make it to ×4 speed, and when it starts I'm gonna show you where we start. And yeah, Zangief is, every time I prove that Zangief is one of the best units in the game just for his technicality. Is he the best tank? No. Is he the best thing? No. Technical uses, which is removes all the passives of the unit. So as you see, we need to start immediately and use the C1 immediately, the C2 before she jumps up in the sky, because if she's up in the sky, you can't hit her with the C2 of Zangief. For some reason, he just evade that. And now Summer Ibuki is not attacking at all. You can see up there the stop sign on her bar. She's negated. She doesn't deal damages. She doesn't auto attack while we're doing our combos. She doesn't attack when we do the C1 or the C2 because she's negated. All of her attacks are passive. When you use the C1, she uses C1. When you use the C2, she uses C2. But because we negate her passive with a 6 out of 6 of the C2 of Zangief, she doesn't deal any damage. And of course, you drop the EX when you feel that it's relevant and it will give you more damages. And this is how we ended the fight. By the end of the fight, we had a little bit of combo meter. Then I dropped the combo meter immediately. And, if I have it, yeah, I think I did it, and that's it. And that was it for this fight. And this is the best team. Now you can use Flame Chun if you were lucky, if you were using your EX, if you're defensive a little bit. Flame Chun-Li will give you double this score or maybe triple the score, depending on your way of playing it and without making anybody die. Let's check the next best team for me right now. And I can't believe it. Just characters that have no investment on them except Leonardo, which is plus 30. And this is it. This is how I'm doing. And Action Guy, of course, I invested him fully because he's one of the most broken debuffers in the game. If you want to believe it or not, that's depending on you. Numbers don't lie. So let's go and check how did this fight go. Again, whenever you see these pizza down there, the EX move, immediately I press it when I have it because I get the stacks and the buffs on the turtles, and this will allow them to deal more damage and be more defensive, so they will not die immediately. I just put on Raphael the EX move of the fast chant. I don't have any gears on him. I'm playing him completely naked because the game will give you basic gears on him. And I start with Leonardo, 50 seconds I think, yeah. Leonardo, C1 from Donatello, C2 from Guy. And as you see, Guy will not miss his timing. C3 from Leonardo again. And then I start immediately with Leonardo. C1 from Leonardo, C2 from Guy, and then C3 from Leonardo. Plus, I'm using every EX available to me. And you see the damage reduction on the boss, as you see up there. It's now at 3 stacks of damage reduction, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is why we're dealing a lot of damage. Now, of course, if you replace this lineup with another heavy hitter, you can put Viper on this team instead of Leonardo if you don't have Leonardo build, and she will do exactly the same damages, maybe a little bit similar or less or more depending on your team. So this is how much damage she does. As you see, 3 stacks of damage reduction still up there, absolutely phenomenal. And we died in the end. She hit really hard because we couldn't have the stacks ready. Again, you can replace Leonardo if you have Viper, play her instead of him on this lineup. It will be completely fine. If you want to play the Dhalsim team by the end, not the Viper team that I will show you now, that would be perfect for your scores. And this is exactly what I'm gonna go and test and do. So the third lineup, which is the Viper team that I used with Chun-Li. As you see, Chun-Li is not dealing incredible amount of damage. I'm not using Kami for armor break, but I'm using combo meter. What I'm using is Yun and Yang. I'm having Yun on Summer Elena because she trigger and he drops every 12 seconds, give me combo meter. And Summer Yang because if she, or Yang, normal Yang on Viper, if she crits, she will give us also combo meter, or he will give us combo meter when he drops. So let's do it at ×4, and I'll show you when I start. Of course, Summer Ibuki is faster than us until we unlock the buffs on the tree that will give us some speed. So here we go, Summer Ibuki, auto-attacking until 50 seconds or 51 seconds, something like that, and I start immediately. With Chun-Li, maybe you need to start at 60. Yeah, I did start at 60 because she will give us a lot of combo meter, so we will not have issues with combo meter. And of course, I use the EX moves for the fire because she has burn on her, and she will deal fire damage or flame damage with the Seismic Toss, heavy hit, Viper when she starts her combo. So I start the combo, C1 from Dan, C2 from Chun-Li, C3 from Viper, of course back to back, back to back. And you can do this forever. I think Psycho Dank protects everybody on their lineup except Summer Elena, that she drops and she doesn't get the buffs. Or she does get the buffs, but the immunity goes away and she's attack position, so she doesn't get all the shields that Viper gives us. But I'm using the Virgil EX just to keep Summer Elena alive if she goes back low on HP. As you see, she's very low on HP. And by the last rotation, I think I dropped the AX move, so she just won't die. Yes, I did that. So did she drop on HP? Yes, she dropped to 0. She went back to the tag position and she is still alive, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that was a good call to play the AX move. And yeah, that was it, all the scores, the results. This is how the lineups are working. Of course, I showed you a different lineup with Dalsim, you can play that. There's a lineup with Guile, but it doesn't deal the same damage. It does 1.8 to 1.9 billion damage, or not 1.9, 108, 109, 190 million damage, which is not great for the event. Especially if you're free to play and you want to deal more damage, you can play normal Cammy instead of Guile, and she will deal a lot of damage actually. And yeah, that was it for this run and this video. I hope you had information for the lineups that you need, and play Zangief. Please play Zangief. Zangief is awesome if you have 6 out of 6 on him, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fight, time to fight.